the sword of truth, I stand and fight. In the armor of God, my future is bright. Sharpened like steel, by His word I'm made. In the battle of faith I'll never be swayed. The blade of His love cuts through the lies. With the strength of the Savior I rise, I rise, I rise.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Bubba's EDC. I'm Bubba. Thank y'all for coming by. I certainly appreciate you, whatever time you're watching this. Thank you very much. This is video number 3 of the day, trying to catch up on some things. So, yeah, let's get to it. So this past weekend, my wife and I celebrated 22 wonderful years of marriage together. Wonderful because we're together. Not that there weren't hard times, because there certainly were, but we celebrated, and we actually took the whole family up to Helen, Georgia for the weekend. Now, if you're not aware, Helen, Georgia, north towards Blue Ridge, is a tourist destination. In the 60s, Helen, the town was dying. I believe there was mining or something there, and it was just... So some people in town got together and said, hey, let's try to make this a tourist destination. Let's revamp the whole town and make it look like a German village. Well, 80 years later, 78 years later, whatever it is, they're still going strong. We went all the time as a kid, almost yearly, and took our kids for the first time yesterday. So I was able to do a little knife hunting. They had some different places in town that had knives. You know, some gas station knives, some, you got Right Edge, Elite, what's it called, Elite Tactical, Elite Edge, I forget, Rough Rider, but then there was case displays, and I'll put all those videos in here. I did a video yesterday, but I'll go ahead and input them in here again here in a few minutes. Boy, them case prices were higher than the giraffe's butt. I mean, ridiculous. I don't think not one case knife I saw was what you can get it anywhere else. So I think they went full MSRP plus, being a tourist destination, tourist trap, however you want to say it. Saw some Spydercos, Kershaws, Bucks, Brownings, all kind of stuff. Some real good stuff. So Zippos, but didn't buy nothing right there. Left downtown and stopped at Nacoochee Antique Mall. Yeah, Nacoochee Antique Mall, something like that. 3 stories. In 3 stories, excuse me. In 3 stories, I saw 3 or 4 knives. And I looked at 2 of them. The first one is one I'm about to show you. The second one was a World War II fixed blade, they said, by Pal Cutlery. Again, I'm not a fixed blade guy. So it was $45 or $48. It's probably a fair price. I mean, the blade had been used. It was sharp, but had a leather sheath. I'm just not a fixed blade guy. But the first knife I had looked at, I didn't look at it. I mean, I saw it in the case, and I saw blue and white checkerboard on it. I was like, well, that's probably just some junk. So we walked through the whole place, me and my 2 boys, and I come back, I said, can I see this knife? This is the knife. So very unassuming. Sway back. So I opened it up, and y'all forgive me, I had this in mineral oil for the pivot this morning. Winchester, trademark. And then on the back, Japan. So the Japan thing was what was throwing me off. So I went outside to try to get some cell signal because there weren't none in the building. She's like, oh yeah, just take a few steps off the porch. Well, that was a lie. Or else T-Mobile sucks in Helen. So finally got a signal in the car. I found one similar to this on sale for $150. Excuse me. I say on sale, for sale, or best offer on eBay. But it was orange and white. Same thing. The only difference besides the orange and white was theirs didn't have the Japan on the back. So, you know, a lot of people have made the Winchesters over the years. Different people were able to make with that trademark, is what I've been told. But so I don't know who the maker is, basically what I'm trying to get at, because it just says Winchester trademark. But y'all, I was tickled to find that. I'll tell you what I paid. I paid $35 plus tax. It was like, and they charge a fee to use a debit card. So I paid $38 and change when it was all said and done. I think I done good. It's got snap, not a ton. It's weird, like the back spring, like you barely see it move, like it barely comes out. But it does snap. It's in excellent shape. Tiny bit of gapping on the back, but excellent, excellent, excellent. So I was tickled pink to get that. Not right down Broadway. It's leaning to the pile side. But yeah, I sent a picture to Thomas at that pocket knife guy, and he said, "Oh, you did good." So I didn't even tell him what I paid, I don't think. But he said that was a good get. So Thomas is my Winchester and Remington expert. He should be yours too. And so that's all I got there. So I didn't do any videoing in there, okay? It was hot. I ain't gonna lie, my stomach was hurting, and I didn't know if I was gonna have to run to the bathroom, so I didn't do any videoing. And I found a glass case which was full of, from World War I all the way up, it was just all military memorabilia. 2 cases. Excuse me. 2 cases in there full of lighters. When I tell you that every lighter in there that was a Zippo was expensive, take my word for it. Every Zippo lighter in there was $98 or more. There were other USA ones. There was Vulcan. There was Penguin. And some of those were a little more reasonably priced. But even for an old Zippo, I know some can go stupid money, but I'm just not that guy. I've got the one Franklin D. Roosevelt aircraft carrier I paid $20 or $30 for. I'm just not going to pay $40, $50 for a used, even if it's collectible. I'm not, at least at this point in my life, I'm not that guy. So if you want Zippos and other types of lighters, World War I, World War II, Vietnam, Korea, go to Nakuchi Antique Mall or Antique whatever in Helen, Georgia. They got them, okay? They got them. Then my brother Jim over at Hunt, Fish, and Praying, he sent me the link to a place. So we drove there. It's an antique place. They only allow one person in there to sell knives, but they got 2 glass cases full. So the very last clip you'll see on this video, it's real short because, again, I was kind of overwhelmed. So the next place, just a little clip at the end, I was looking at a whole bunch of stuff. So I was asking the woman there, I was like, "Hey, are these prices firm?" She's like, "Well, it depends." She's like, "If it don't say it on there, so I can call the guy." I was like, "Okay." So I had pulled out a few, and I was like, "Well, I definitely want this one, definitely want this one." You know how we do. And so in the end, I was trying to be smart and frugal. In the end, I had 5 knives that I was interested in. There were more, but these were the 5 most. His total price on all of them was $220. So she called him, sent him pictures of everything. I think he offered them to me for $150 or $160. It was either $150 or $160. It was a good deal, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I had just bought my wife some brand new Ariat cowboy boots up in Helen that day. They were a good price. They were like $70, $80 off retail or something. So we got a good deal. It was the last pair in there that was her size. So it was just like meant to be. So that was her anniversary present. So, I mean, I could have been like, "Hey, you know, you got this, I got," you know. but I didn't. So I ended up, I told the lady, I was like, I'm going to regret it when I leave. I was like, but I'm only going to buy this one. So she had showed me all these knives, you know, give me prices on 5. And then she even knocked a little more money off to try to, you know, save me the taxes. You know, basically she was trying to get me 105 out the door for 3 of them. And it was a good price. It really was. One was an otter with stag that I really wanted, but it was just putting the price up too high. So you're gonna, when I show you the front of this knife, you're gonna laugh, like, Bubba, it's not your pattern, and it's not a great quality knife, or it's not a great knife. Okay, you think what you may. This is what I left with. Okay, it's a Ranger Stockman. Where you're like, Bubba, you've had 2 Rangers before. Yes, I have. Yellow, 2 identical ones. But none of them had that on there. You feel me, Mickey? You feel me? Brother Mickey up at Hillbilly Ridge, we go back and forth. He loves Clemson. Let's pray for him. You know, he needs prayer. So, anyways, this is what I left with. I chose to leave with this because it had the Bulldogs on it. And I didn't have any knives that were Bulldog related. And y'all, except for a little mark right there on the tip, it's mint. There's your main blade. There's your spade. I mean, there's a couple, it's just carbon spots in a couple spots. And your sheep's foot. So I probably overpaid for this, 25 bucks. But that's why I did it right there. So all in all, yesterday, I did really well, to me. So a Winchester and a Ranger with the Georgia Bulldogs on it. Let's call it 65 for both. I think I did well. There's a lot more up there. I told my wife, I was like, next time we go, I need a couple $100 at least. Lots of good knives. That's the first otter I'd ever held in my hand, and I really want an otter. But that's it for this video. We had a good time up there. My wife wants to go back in a month or so when the leaves start falling and the colors change and all that. So, and it was, oh God, it was so hot yesterday. It was supposed to be like 50% chance of thunderstorms. No, it became 100% of Satan farting on us. It was so hot. It was 89 and the feels like was 99, which the feels like, if we understand it correctly, means that's what it would feel like in the shade. Twerk no shade where we were. So it was 100 plus what it felt like out there. And my wife is very susceptible to heat stroke and heat exhaustion. So we have to be careful. And I ain't gonna lie, after the past few weeks at work, I was whooped. I'm still whooped. But it was a great time. We had a good time as a family. We need to get a bigger car. Well, we have a bigger car, but it's not reliable for long distances. So we need to get a reliable car that's larger. So that is on the agenda once Disney is done, because everything's going towards Disney right now. So anyway, so as soon as I shut up, I'll put in the clips and a couple pictures from up there if y'all want to see those. It's like I said, now the clips are like the same clips from yesterday. At least part of them are. I don't think all of them. I think it's just the case knives is what I showed yesterday. But then after that, there's Spyderco and more case and Kershaw and different things. So hope you enjoy. Thank you for all your support and everything. We're pushing up on 1,250 subscribers. Still hadn't decided on a giveaway if I'm going to do one or wait till 1,300. Excuse me. But we'll see, one step at a time. But thank you again for all your support. Thank you for all the kind wishes and kind words for our anniversary. We sincerely appreciate it. And God bless each and every one of you. Remember to do something kind for someone else. It goes a mighty long way. Till next time, I'm Bubba. See ya. Yes, of course I found knives. But it's not really my style. My son just found the case knives display. Not my style. But $86. Yeah. Money. Okay, I think these are some high prices. Teardrops, probably accurate. 76 for a synthetic jackknife. 2017. $19 stag. This don't spin? Okay. Some of these prices are so high. That's what happens when you're in a tourist town. I like that blue, not for $90. Y'all let me know if any of this is a good price, because I don't think so. $180 for a bone stag? I don't think so. Got yellow over here, they said. Yeah, these prices are high. That's about normal. I feel like the rest of these are high. Y'all let me know. $68 for a synthetic slimline. $72. Opposite end jack. $67. What's that?
You can turn it.
Okay.
The bearings are messed up.
Okay.
So it feels like it does.
Here, hold this. Oh, it spins. There's a whole nother section. Prices. Yeah, these are some high prices. It's very disappointing. Gosh, look at that. $149 for that trap rail. $149. Ridiculous. Yeah. Ace Hardware is cheaper in Covington. I don't know about Ace Hardware up here, but we might go check it out though. So I reckon that's all the knives in here. This is just place number one we went to. Hopefully we can get over to a couple antique stores along the way. We shall see. Any of my kids want to say hi to the YouTube family?
Hi.
Ayla's crashing out over her hair right now.
Well, she's on YouTube now. Some Elite Edge stuff. Some Right Edge stuff. I really like that. $20. That blade right there, the blade shape reminds me of the Grimsmo Norseman. It's $780 less. Got some M-Techs. Oh, people crap on M-Techs. M-Techs are a good little knives. I heard one of my kids say we got to show Dad that. All right, so here's some marbles. I know marbles. Novelty knife. Don't tread on me. $13. I want one of those. I'm gonna buy one of those. Whitetail cutlery. That's made by Frost. A little more Frost over here.
That's a tool.
The gun knives. I've never cared for these gun knives. I think they're silly. Alright, Tac Force. And what were you trying to tell me? Yeah, I had one of those when I was a kid.
I think that's awesome.
They got some rough. Oh, Bigfoot. I've never seen a Bigfoot Rough Rider. That's cool. I don't know if that's a good price or not. Can you grab your phone and Google Bigfoot Rough Rider while I'm filming? Oh, don't tread on me. $13. I had one of those when I was a kid. So did David. Hey, I think I might get that. $13. Don't tread on me, Barlow.
Did you see there was another one?
Yeah, this one right there. Yeah, I'm torn because that's the yellow don't tread on me for 13, and this is the little don't tread on me for 13. This one probably makes more sense. It's easier to carry. Oh, so yeah. So let's show the price. Pull that back up. So $17, and they got it for 24 here. So yeah, everything's too high. That might be too high. So we're gonna pass on that too then. You gotta be smart. I'm not normally smart, but I'm trying to be better. Alright, reckon that's all for this place. On to the next one. And we are not just looking for knives, we just happen to see knives. I wouldn't do that to my family. Actually, Zach said, ooh, knives. So it wasn't even me this time. Yeah.
But you stayed.
Of course I stayed.
There's a lot of Lubricants here. Alright.
I don't know what that is. This one don't turn either? Look. That's y'all's answer to everything. Whatever. Alejandro. There's Bryce. There's Bryson. No Brian. No Bubba.
You have to look for your name.
That's what I'm trying to do. Sold.
Chase.
And
Caleb down there at the bottom left. They're not Swiss Army, they're just Chinese knockoff. They have you?
Do they have Ayla?
No, they don't have me, they don't have Ayla.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Some brownies. Nice little trapper right there. 25% off. Only one of those that really jumps out to me is, of course, the Trapper. I'm very set in my ways. If y'all see something you like, boys, let me know. Talking to my boys, y'all, not y'all on YouTube. Woo! Here's the Rotary. Never seen one in person. Check it out. Would it be possible to see one of the Roadies? I've never seen one in person. Just see them on YouTube. Yeah. It is much smaller than I thought it would be. Half stops. That's pretty cool though. I don't know why I thought it was bigger than that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I really thought it was bigger. Case knives, 25% off. There's that. That's that Whittler American Workman Series. Saudi Junior. Yeah. I think that's like the Sportsman Series or something. So those are definitely a little higher. Rust locks. $85. Yeah. Full size Trapper, 74. Yeah, that's it's right there. Full size Sodbuster, black synthetic. And I know it's gonna be less than that. I could be wrong. Been wrong before. If you go on Case's website or Shepherd Hills or Red Hill Cutlery or Smoky Mountain Knife Works, my son's checking the price. Well, they have their suggested price, but they sell for it at other places. So it's a full size Sodbuster. That's not it. Just type in Case Sodbuster. Live action. We want black synthetic. There. No, that's the Canterbury Signature Edition. There, $41.99. Yeah. $16 too high. I came into it being aware. Little bitty ones. It's the tiny Trappers. $7.48 each. Golly, some little bitty guys. That is crazy.
You want a big one? Or like the little?
Congress. Oh, Cobra Techs. Cobra Tech has one that I want. Oh, I'll see it. Oh, more Cobra Techs over here. Out the fronts. I don't see the hidden release, the hidden bolster. That's the one that I want at some point. Kershaw's. Just sold my trace. Okay. Oh, more taste, more good taste, more case, all kind of stuff. Remington, Case, Elk Ridge, Browning, Rough Rider, Whitetail Cutlery. Oh no, Chip Away Cutlery. Sorry. Ocoee River. Not really a fixed blade guy most of the time. Got Essies, K-bars, Bucks, Kershaws, all the fixed blades over here. Good looking Hawk bills right there. Let's take this one. Which one are you talking about?
The Kumas in the back.
Oh, in the back. My son, he loves all the Japanese stuff. Yeah, I don't understand the Damascus. I mean, it's pretty, but it just don't speak to me. This one. Well, nothing I can't live without today.
There was a time when service was a way of life, when it was time to help when your fellow man was met with strife. Serving our country and flying the red, white, and blue. For many generations in my family has rang true. Answering the call, no matter the job, loading up the chambers, sharpening the blades, making sure the light of peace will never fade. God, family, and country are what I serve. I know I've been blessed with more than I deserve. And that's why I hold my head high. That's why I keep my blade sharp. That's why I keep the steel at my side, to protect what so many take to heart, and what some have to hide. Freedom isn't free. Sometimes there needs to be a battle for there to be peace. Keep them loaded, keep them sharp, keep your faith close to your heart. Answering the call, no matter the job, loading up the chambers, sharpening the blades, making sure the light of peace will never fade. God, family, and country are what I serve. I know I've been blessed with more than I deserve, and that's why I hold my head high. That's why I keep my blade sharp. That's why I keep the steel at my side, to protect what so many take to heart, and what some have to hide. Keep a sharp mind, keep a sharp blade, keep one in the chamber. After all, that's how this country was made.